Hey guys, and welcome to Petrolped, and welcome to a video I've been wanting to shoot for quite some time. Now, you may well remember, shortly after I had my new wheels and tyres fitted to my Clubman behind me there, I did a video and there was lots of comments about the arch gap being too big, and I said, look, I can't really drop the car because of what I use the car for, but I do have an idea to try and make it better. Well, today, finally, we're going to see if we can make it better, because I am a massive, massive rally fan. So today I'm going to be fitting rally mud flaps to my Clubman. The only slight challenge is nobody makes rally mud flaps for an F54 Clubman. But I know someone who can help me. Now then, before we head off and get some rally flaps fitted, I want to talk to you about what's in this box. Now, I've wanted to get my hands on one of these for quite some time, and I'm really chuffed to be working with Carly to bring you more information about this. What's in it, I hear you cry? Well, it's one of these. This is an OBD reader. It's basically a diagnostics tool. So I can plug this into the car and I can run system diagnostics to get fault codes, but I can also go into the car and unlock hidden features. And it's really easy to use. Basically, you need to plug this into the OBD port. Now, in this car, that's just down there. And actually, the best way to access it is to just open the door. It's got a little plastic cover on it, which just unclips. And then you basically just plug that into the OBD reader. So it's quite straightforward. And then I can actually close the door. And then you need to switch the car on. Oh, sounds good, doesn't it? And then you need to download an app on your phone. Now, I'm not going to go through this in real time. But what the app does, the app talks to the dongle talks to the car, and then you can unlock a whole range of different very cool features. Now, what you can unlock and what you can do with the car very much depends on what manufacturer of car you have. Now, it just so happens that BMW and Mini are really very good at being unlocked, but this works with a whole range of other manufacturers as well. So you can run a systems diagnostic check. Now, I've already done one of those because it does take quite a long time to kind of read through, and it came up with quite a lot of fault codes, but this car is actually due for a service in about 500 miles. So I kind of knew it might have a few, and I also knew it would have two because the side indicators that I put on last week, although they're still working absolutely fine, the clicker noise that you hear when you turn left and right has speeded up, and that apparently is an indicator that the car thinks the bulb's about to go, which is not, because it's an LED bulb. So I should have fault codes for that, and I found them. And then I'm also able to clear those fault codes. So when you clear a fault code, the car actually takes, or can take, a couple of days to properly clear the code. So the app basically suggests that you go back 2 or 3 days later and run a system diagnostic check again. Now, I only cleared those fault codes today, so I don't know whether they've worked completely. But then you can go in and unlock hidden features. Now, again, I could probably do a video on this that lasted like half an hour. There's so much stuff. The best thing to do is, if you go to the Carly website, you can type in your make and model of car, and it will tell you the kind of things that you can unlock. And you can change things from internal ambient lighting. There's a whole range of different displays and things that you can have on the car. And then it's also got a used car checker, which I think is a really nice feature. So if you were buying a car, you can take the dongle along, plug it into the car, and it will tell you what the mileage should be on the car, so you can see if basically the mileage has been tampered with. You can look at the driver history, or if you like, how the car's been driven, to avoid you buying a dog, basically. So really, really cool little feature. Now, what I've been able to do is we've got a discount code for the next month. Now, you need to do a couple of things. First things first, you need to buy one of these dongles. Now, I'll put a link in the description of this video and also in a pinned comment, and just click on the link. That will take you through to the Carly website, and you need to buy one of these. Now, the cost of these will depend on where you live. In the UK, they're just under £65 plus shipping, and then you need to download the app to your smartphone. There's an iOS and Android version available. When you first download the app, it will give you some limited features, but to unlock all the really cool stuff, you need to buy a license. And you can either buy a license just for your car, or you can buy a license for all the cars that Carly deal with. And that's it. It's super simple. So I thought you'd like that. I mean, I haven't really had the chance to play with this a lot. There's so many things I can do. Sadly, I'm on a really tight time scale today and we need to crack on, but I know I'm going to be playing with this over the weekend. But if you're interested, all the details that you need are in the description below, and remember, use PetrolPed as a discount code, and we've got that valid for the next month. But for now, it's enough about Carly. Put it back in its box. We are now going to head over and get some rally flaps fitted to this car. I have a feeling it's going to look absolutely awesome. Now then, I am super lucky that just a short drive from my house, in fact 15 minutes, I reckon I've got one of the South Coast's best mini specialists, MW UK. These guys, or Jack here, looks after Ruby Roadster and does a brilliant job. So when I thought about getting rally flaps fitted to the Clubman, I did a bit of research, quickly found out that they don't make the kind of flaps that I want on the Clubman. So I thought, I know, I'll go to the best motorsport website there is, Demon Tweaks, and buy some generic Sparco rally mud flaps, and then Jack the problem to see if he can fit them. So what we're going to do first of all, while the car's on the flat, is just measure out the positioning of them, because as soon as it goes on the lift to get access into the arches, the wheels are going to drop and it's difficult to do the measuring up on the lift. And then we've got to work out how we're actually going to physically attach them to the car. But I have a feeling red rally mud flaps, I just think she's going to look wicked.
Right, what are we doing?
Now then, everybody, there's the main man.
Hi guys.
So, is this going to be easy or difficult, do you think?
It should be fairly straightforward, I reckon.
Good.
A bit of tweaking maybe here and there, but as long as they line up alright, should be fairly straightforward, I reckon.
Cool. So first thing, we've got to work out the positioning, because I can't understand. There are companies out there that do rally mud flaps for road cars, but nobody does one for the Clubman.
So the Minis actually make some kind of mud flap. It's like a trim that actually bolts on for like the first and second gens.
Yeah.
Which I've had to fit quite a few, but they're literally, you know, a couple poppy pins and
Yeah.
you go. These are a bit more.
We want something a bit more proper.
Yeah, a bit more. Yeah.
But we don't. What I don't want is, I don't know, little angle brackets and things that you'd have on a proper rally car. I don't want to spoil that outside trim, really.
No, these should be fairly straightforward. Just kind of bend them where you want them. A few self tappers into the trim.
Yeah.
Maybe if you go through some of the original clips, and should be good to go.
Good. See, that's why I came to you. Right. So we're going to start with the rears first. The other thing to say, by the way, is I washed this car literally about an hour ago, and I've only driven 15 minutes. It's filthy already. So yeah, we're going to start off positioning the rear ones first. So first thing, we're going to just position them. They have got a dull side and a shiny side. The other thing about these, they are just Sparcos, if you like, generic flaps. So you can trim the material. I think they make them oversized.
A bit more than that?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, about there, I think. Yeah, because that's in line with the wheel.
And then at the bottom, so if you want less than that, obviously we'll have to trim the top and suck them up a bit.
No, I think that's probably right.
Won't go any higher than that up in here.
Yeah. You want them long enough so that they look like rally flaps, but not too long so they foul on curbs and things and get ripped off. I think that looks good.
I think that should be enough, to be honest.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
anything, they might, if they rub a bit, they'll just kind of hang back anyway.
And they hang back when you're driving along as well.
Yeah, big bumps and stuff, it'll...
Yeah.
Okay, well, so no trimming then.
Excellent, and no trimming on the front.
Happy days. Fronts. Here, I think.
Now the big thing about the fronts as well is there's that vent just there, and you get all kinds of stones and stuff. So this is going to stop that.
We might want to come down a bit.
Yeah.
Probably as far down as we can go.
Yeah.
And we've probably got just under 5 centimeters below.
Cool.
Looks alright.
The main thing is that as the side
So
bit,
the side bit, here
the side bit and that vent bit, just stopping that.
Okay.
Oh, he's going to look wicked. Cool.
Happy with that.
Good out. So you know where they've got to go.
So we know we don't need to trim anything.
What's nice is there's that continuation of the little lip on the actual arch itself.
Yeah,
I quite like
that's the
that.
bit that's going to be crucial to line up. But I think we'll do that point first, and then you can kind of set it where you want it.
So. Cool.
Should do. main mounting point up in the top plastic trim.
Yeah.
And obviously where it follows down, we'll probably use one here and here, just to secure it nicely on the outside. These carpet bits will obviously leave out the way, probably go into here.
Yeah.
We can't use any of these points really because they're too fiddly, and all kind of back. We'll cut out a hole for this just so if it needs to be removed.
Yeah.
And that should be good to go.
Awesome.
There we go. Leave that loose for now.
And
then
first screw in. You can do it single-handed now. You don't need.
So.
It's looking very cool from here.
Yeah.
So these self-tappers are going into the...
So they go through the plastic trim.
Yeah.
Well, so this one's plastic trim only, this one's plastic trim only. Then through here there's 2 plastic layers.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just through plastic trim.
Cool.
These are these.
Yeah,
Good.
that is just looking... it's going to look so good from the back. Right, dude, so where are you going to anchor on the rear?
There aren't that many points here, so I'm going to try and reuse this fitting here. I can use this bit here, but everything else is going to be carpet, so we're going to have to put quite a few through in on the other side like we did. But that's very secure, so that should be good.
Cool. Right, I'll leave you to it. First thing I guess is just to make sure it measures, and
lining it up.
The fronts aren't so bad if they're not quite as aligned as each other, but these are definitely, because you follow the car and you can see if they're not straight.
He's got wonky mud flaps.
Yeah, where did he get his mud flaps done?
Yeah, I hope he didn't. Yeah, exactly. Don't tell him it was me if they're wonky.
Now then, the big thing at the moment is just making sure that the right one ends up looking exactly the same angle when you're following the car as the left one, because the fronts you'll never really compare so much, but the backs, when you're kind of following the car along, I'm so excited. I think this is going to look so cool. So I think we've measured about 50 times just to check it's okay, but it's looking good. Rumble, rumble. Now the moment of truth. Because when you've got it up on jacks or up on a lift, you don't really know exactly how the wheels are going to sit, and we've measured it, but hopefully just have a feeling he's teasing me. Oh, I reckon that is. That's just spot on, that is. Awesome. Have a look at it from back here. Oh, look at that. Now then, while you're here, mate, can I get you to fit something for me? So I've got these really cool tidy up bolts from SMPS 2012 sent to me when I did the side repeaters. So if you haven't seen the video already, check out the video where I fitted these. But sadly, I didn't have my proper toolkit with me because I'd left it in Cornwall. So while I'm here, I thought I'd get a pro to fit it just in case, because you'll torque it up properly and know where all the bolts go and everything.
Indeed.
So basically, this little tidy up kit is just a set of anodized washers and new screws to make your engine bay look funky and colour coded, basically, and just make it look nice. Certainly kind of shows off that nice E-Venturi intake. Oh, but there, very cool. And the last one to go in. We've got these two spare because we don't have an airbox because I've got the E-Venturi intake. And I just think that looks absolutely wicked. Yep, very pleased with that. So chuffed with that. It's just exactly what I had in mind. Yes, very cool indeed. Now then, you sir are a genius.
Thank you. Yeah, much better.
It's good,
really like them, yeah.
By the way, that's Jack's car there, and
review coming soon.
We're quite well known in the Mini community.
Yeah, actually, it's been in the Performance Mini magazine a couple of times, stuff like that.
Come to think of it, I'm in Performance Mini magazine this month. So you're running, what's that,
310?
310, so that little R56 is actually more powerful than that.
Yeah.
But yes. Yeah. Now I'm going to put all the details of MW UK in the description below. If you are on the south coast and need your car looking after, you do servicing and stuff, but you do anything really, modifications,
remaps, bodywork, you know.
Mud flaps, the new one, yeah, mud flaps. You just buy your Sparker mud flaps from Demon Tweaks and bring them here, and Jack will fit it for you.
Mention Petrol Ped for 10% discount on the fitting.
There you go. Another discount code. Anyway, guys, I would love to know what you think of my rally-inspired flaps. But I'm so chuffed. I think it looks wicked. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that one. If you have done so, please give me a thumbs up. Comments below are always welcome. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Petrol Ped for plenty more content to come. And I shall see you on the next video. And yeah, dead chuffed with that. You take care, guys. Drive safe.